All right, now that we got the sum of squares between groups, we can start working on the sum of squares within groups. So hopefully when I move all this data to Excel, everything will look exactly like it's supposed to. That's what I'm hoping. So the formula for this is sum of squares within groups is going to look pretty similar to the other one, but I've got the sum of x1 squared plus the sum of x2 squared plus the sum of x3 squared. And let's put those in brackets as well because there's another part of this. And I'm going to subtract the sum of x1 quantity squared over n of 1, and this should look familiar because it was the first part of the last formula. So we'll just take those numbers, it'll be pretty simple. The sum of x2 squared over n of 2, and then the sum of x3 squared over n of 3. So we've already got this number here, so we don't have to worry about that because we did it in the first part of our last formula. So now all I have to do is worry about getting these numbers here. So I'm going to have to do something to my data. I'm going to have to square my numbers. So I'm going to have a new column with squared numbers. And this is where I'm going to get my sum of squares because I'm going to sum all of my x's in group 1, and then I'm going to square them. So 8 squared, get my trusty calculator here. So 8 squared is 64. 7 squared, I think it's 49. Yep, 49. 9 squared is 81. And then I'll come over here, and 6 squared, 36. 5 squared should be 25, just like it always is. 2 squared is 4, 1 squared is 1, and 4. Now I have squared values, all I have to do is sum those up. So I'm going to sum the squared values for group 1, and I'll have 64 plus 49 plus 81. That's going to give me a value of 194, and then I will come to group 2, 36 plus 25 plus 36, 97 is my value there, and then I've got 4 and 8 is 9, so I've got 9. So this is my little bracket right here. So I'll go ahead and add those up. 194 plus 97 plus 9 gives me a value of 300. Now remember, we still have that other part of my formula, which was the first part of the last formula, and I was very smart because I wrote that number down before I erased everything. It is 296.66. Now, I should see what this happens to be. So I've got 300 minus 296.66. Let me do that again. I might have messed up. 300 minus 296.66 is going to be a value of 3.34. And that's going to be my sum of squares within groups. 3.34. So let me get my notes here.